I think, as an artist, I think it's my duty to help others. Any professional, anybody that has a level, I guess, of privilege or of power in any way, and art has that. And I just think that we lose our humanity if we don't give to others who are more needy, and so it's a no-brainer. This is children, and this would be kind of the ultimate in giving, because children don't have a say. They don't have control over their world. Meeting the people, meeting the other artists, just feeling the energy, the excitement, knowing that you're contributing to something bigger than yourself. It's really more about the event and making sure that it's successful. And but ultimately it's the people and meeting the people and seeing the joy and seeing the art, go at a good price so that you can contribute to something, worthwhile. Talking to the collectors, it allows them to become closer to the artwork as well. They love to hear the story. They love to know what inspired you. And so, and of course they love a demo. So anytime you're in that situation, they're more invested in the artwork. What have you got to lose? You've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. It's some time and expense for sure, I suppose, for an artwork, but in the long run, you're creating something much more valuable in the end. This was at the Stampede, so it's a little different story, but just watching the artists interact with the work, and they would do this dance and they'd come in close and then they'd go back, go close, and they're like, what is this made out of? They couldn't figure out. And so then that brought on the conversation about encaustic, and it's a rare medium. It's an ancient medium, but having those conversations when people feel that it's touched them in some way too. It's very hard to explain. I do a lot of commemorative painting, portraits and animals, and I see a lot of tears, when I know that when I've done something or I've captured that essence of that person or that animal, I know that, that I've done right by that person. Mm-hmm. Actually, this is interesting. I took a painting class when I was 40 with Hugo Alvarado, who is greatly connected with this. And he encouraged me to keep painting. So it was him that kind of started things out for me. So at 43, I went back to school, university, as an older student, and I got my art degree. So yeah,
fabulous.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
I've been really privileged to either be asked to attend residencies or retreats around the world, France and Ireland, and in the US, several places, in Canada as well. And I find great joy in that, being able to meet other artists from all over the world. We might not necessarily work in the same medium, but we always take away something from each other. And so I really believe in lifelong learning, and that, and I told my students this when I was teaching, that if you ever think you've reached it, you're done. And I'll never ever think that, because I'm always going to reach for more and more. So I would say I forget what your question is now, but I would say that, anytime you can put yourself out there, whether it's a fundraiser, whether it's a show at a restaurant or a public gallery, or going off into the world and taking in a residency, you're just gonna grow immensely as an artist.
Those are the risks that are worth taking.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. The amount of people using the food bank is at an all-time high. So it's more urgent than ever. It's up to people who have the means to give to people who are needy. It's in the end, it's going to benefit all of us. It's going to lift people up, and they'll be able to contribute in ways that they maybe thought they couldn't. And so food is the number one. Is food and shelter, right? And that's as basic as it gets. So it's vital, and I couldn't think of a more important fundraiser in the city of Saskatoon.